Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a video about limiting beliefs, and this is such a big topic for me. I think it is one of the biggest topics in the world of manifestation because it is like the number one blocks of things that hold us back from getting what we want. Like, you can be doing all the right practices in terms of manifestation. You can be doing the vision boards, the affirmations, the visualization, the positive self-talk, the inner conversations. You can be doing all of that perfectly, but if you have a limiting belief in the way, you cannot out-manifest your belief systems. So discovering and bringing awareness to your limiting beliefs is one of the most powerful tools that I have to offer. I just think it's absolutely life-changing when you can bring one of your limiting beliefs that has been kind of hidden in the shadows, bring it to the light with your awareness. Like, basically just shining the light of awareness on the belief is 90% of the work to shifting it. So how do we actually do that? The first thing to notice your limiting belief is tell your story, like about money. So say you're thinking about money and you're like, oh, I just wish I had more of it. Or you're saying like, I just notice I really have to work hard for money, or money doesn't come to me easily, or just notice these things that you're saying. They're your limiting beliefs. Like, some of the most common things that you will find yourself saying could be like, oh, this isn't possible because, or this feels unsafe to me because, or they're not going to like me because. After that, whatever comes to your mind is your limiting belief. So once you notice it, that's when we can start to do the magic of shifting it. So for example, about money, like, it's like, okay, if I have a belief that is, I'm not making enough money. I'm not making enough money to live the lifestyle that I want to live. Okay. So there's the belief. What are the benefits? Because there's always a hidden benefit to this belief. That's why you still have it. That's why you're still perpetuating it. What is the hidden benefit to this belief? So, okay, I'm not making enough money for the lifestyle I want to live. Okay, well, how is this belief serving me? What's the benefit? Ask yourself the question. So what's the benefit of me having this belief? Well, if I don't make too much money, I won't have to worry about paying taxes. If I don't make too much money, I won't have to worry about stepping outside of my comfort zone. I won't have to go into unfamiliarity. I won't have to go live a life that's unknown to me. What if people stop liking me? What if people judge me? What if, people think that I'm cocky or stuck up? What if I notice that my personality changes? Like, the list is unlimited to how many kind of fears that you might have around this belief. And by believing this limiting belief, it's keeping you safe. It's keeping you in your comfort zone. It's keeping you in the place that you are familiar with. So that's the benefits. And I really recommend writing down a list. If you notice your limiting belief, write it down and say, what's the benefits and what's the consequences? So, okay, we have the list of the benefits of believing it. Now, what's the consequences of believing this? So the consequences would be, if I never allow myself to earn more money, I'm going to be stuck in this place that I'm in this current situation in my life forever. Nothing's going to change. I'm never going to progress. Maybe I won't be able to live my vision. Maybe I won't be able to live in the house I want to live in. Maybe I won't be able to travel the places I want to travel. Maybe I won't be able to help the people I want to help, make the impact I want to make. Really just go wild with this. Like, list out as many as you possibly can for the consequences, because you want to prove to your subconscious mind that it's more painful to continue with this limiting belief than it is to keep it. So the consequences of believing this are going to outweigh the benefits. That's what's it's going to take to shift it, because your subconscious is there. It's built to keep you safe. It's built to keep you in the zone that will make you feel like you're protected or nothing bad is going to happen to you. So you just want to show your subconscious in the most loving way, show your subconscious that, hey, if we could believe in this, in 5 years' time, our life's not going to change. we're going to be still in the same place we are now, and that's not what we want. So just showing the subconscious that is enough to shift it. Once you do that, then all you got to do is reframe it. What would you prefer to believe? So I would prefer to believe that my income is constantly growing. My income is rapidly growing. Like, the more fun I have, the more money I make, things like that. And that's why it's so important, instead to just repeating a new affirmation, is to dig deep and unravel and unpack the limiting belief. You know, like, why is it there? What is it protecting me from? You need to get into your subconscious rather than just like overlaying it with the positive affirmation. It's basically just like sweeping it under the carpet, and that's just going to take way longer than it would be if you could just discover the limiting belief. Why is it here? What are the benefits? Why do I have it? Where did it come from is another good question. Like, I notice a lot of my limiting beliefs come from my family and my childhood, of like, you know, you have to work hard for money, or you can't follow your dreams because that's not practical, or you need to get a good, secure job because you want to be safe. These are from my parents, and you know, it's like, it didn't serve them. It's generational. They probably got it from their parents. They were doing the best they could with what they had, the knowledge they had. They were trying to protect me. I understand that, and I send love to them, but I'm saying this limiting belief doesn't serve me anymore. I'm not going to perpetuate it. Remember, a belief is just a thought that you choose to keep thinking over and over and over again. And as soon as you shine the light of awareness on it by realizing it, observing it, you can unravel, dig into it, unpack it, and rewire it. And then you can literally do this for everything. It's like so transformative and so powerful. I've been doing this all week, constantly asking myself questions of, whoa, why do I believe this? Is this belief serving me? Or do I want to believe this? In 5 years' time, if I'm still believing this, how will my life look? Because if you're not going to change it now, who's to say what's going to happen in 5 years? Like, why would you have changed it if you're not changing it now? So just looking into it, being curious, constantly questioning it. Like, especially with money, for me as well, it's like there's always this glass ceiling of the limit of the sort of money that you can make. And it always comes down to me of worthiness. Do I believe I'm worthy of this money? And do I believe I have to perform? So do I have to be a certain way? Do I have to be perfect to get the money? Wow. When I ask those questions, it's like, yeah, okay, I believe that I have to be perfect. I believe I have to work really hard. I believe I have to be like the perfect person in order to be worthy. When the truth of it is, I'm worthy just for existing. We're all worthy just for existing. It's your birthright. You were born worthy. And it's just a case of remembering that. We've just been conditioned out of it. So it's like, okay, I'm worthy as I am. You know, I'm worthy as I am. And if you notice as you say that there's some resistance that comes up where you're like, oh no, I really don't believe I'm worthy. Like, when I say that, it just doesn't feel right. I don't deserve it. Well, that's when you know you need to do some processing work. So you can go to my video about processing your negative emotions. I talk through it all in that video. But another way is EFT tapping. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and there's different meridian points on your body. So there's one at the top of the head, the eyebrow, side of the eye, under your nose, chin, armpit, back to the top of the head. And basically what you do is when you tap those points, you're sending that signal to your brain that it's okay. We have this fight or flight system from, think about it, when we were like cavemen or cavewomen or whatever, that when a tiger was chasing us or a bear was chasing us, for an example, it sends that fight or flight signal. So adrenaline rushes through your body so that you can run or attack, for example. But in this day and age, this happens to us when we get fear of not having enough money. We get that same signal. So by tapping through the points you're sending, because there's meridian points in these places, it's like acupressure. It's like active acupuncture. So you tap on those places while repeating the sentence like, oh my God, I'm never going to have enough money, or I feel so unworthy of money, or like, why do I feel like I have to work hard to have money? And as you say those statements while tapping the points, it's actually sending that signal of like false alarm. It's okay. You can relax to your body, and it helps to shift the energy. That's definitely one way. And another way as well that I love is that, wow, what does this like fear and unworthiness feel like in my body, and where can I feel it in my body? So just check in. Oh, I really feel it in my heart, for example. It's like this feeling in my chest of like constriction. So what you can do in that case is be like, describe what it feels like. It feels tight. It feels like squeezing sensation. And as I describe it, it's showing me that I am not the emotion. If I can describe it, it proves I'm not it, because I wouldn't be able to describe it if it was me. So it's just passing through me. So, okay, describing it creates that little bit of space, that little gap in between you and the emotion. And then you can say, hey, what is it that you're trying to tell me? Give it the time of day, give it some space, because emotions are here to serve us. They all have a lesson. They all have a message, and it's so our system, our body, all of our whole like energetic system is so intelligent. Like we have so much tools to help us with this, but we just don't use them. So you say, hey, what is it that you're trying to tell me? I need to feel more love. That's what it's saying. I need to feel more love. I need to feel more reassurance. I need to know that it's going to be okay. That's what that sensation is telling me. So then what do? Just reassure it. Hey, like, I know you're scared. I absolutely know you're scared. That's understandable. Usually it's the little child, the inner self version of us that's kind of speaking out with these fears. And you can just reassure it. Be like, I know you're scared, but it's okay. I'm going to guide us to our vision. All you have to do is just trust in me. Trust. And you know what? I'm going to listen to you. When you have a message, when you have fear, I'm going to listen to you. But don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Just that reassurance is enough to just allow the emotion to serve its purpose by coming up to the surface, giving you the message, you listening and reassuring it. And that can be so much like in terms of just shifting it back to a neutral place. Once you've done that, you rewire it. So now my new belief that I want to believe is, I'm so worthy just for existing. I'm worthy just for being me. That's enough. And all I got to do is repeat that. That's how you make a new belief. Repetition, a thought that you just keep thinking. So I'm just going to keep thinking I'm worthy and enough just as I am. That's going to become my new reality. So it's a process, and it just takes practice, and over time it becomes default. Like for me now, I'll just do this automatically as it comes up. And you can do this by writing it down on paper or just practicing it consciously, and then it will become part of your natural like default of that's just who you are. So if you have any questions, I know that's a lot. I probably spoke so fast, but it's all coming together for me now, and I'm able to process these emotions as they come up. It's a never-ending journey. Like the limiting beliefs have been conditioned into us from our parents, from society, from the media. So it's just like an unlearning, taking the empowerment back into your own hands, knowing that we're the creator of our own reality and we get to say what goes. It just feels so empowering, and it's so exciting, and it's fun to do this work when you start to realize the benefits and the rewards. Like you start reaping the rewards so quickly that it keeps you doing this work. So I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. If you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to receive more videos about manifestation. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.